All
Hi,
right.
Brooke Dorsey, and I am joined here with my very charming co-star, Ryan Paevey.
That is me. Hi, Brooke. Hey, everybody. We are so excited for you to see our new movie, A Fabled Holiday, part of Hallmark's Countdown to Christmas.
So we have a few questions here that Hallmark sent our way, and we're going to read them and answer them and just jump into the fun. Okay, so Ryan,
Yes.
Fabled Holiday, our characters Talia and Anderson are childhood friends who bump into each other after 30 years. Can we share more on how they reunite?
We can. I mean, do I spoil it? Do I tell you how they reunite? We bump into each other sometime early in the film, and then we maybe go to the same place and spend some time together. And then maybe we talk a little bit about unresolved stuff from our past. And then maybe things are kind of cute. And then
I
maybe
think we have a really cute meeting. Like we meet a
we
few
do. We
times.
do meet. We meet a couple times, but the first one's really cute.
It's
I
really
really
cute.
liked it.
It's been
There's a
like 30 years,
yeah.
and we're in some. You just randomly walk into some place that
I
I have.
do. I do, and we have this cool little eye line thing with an obstacle between us. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to. I want to watch it, but it's really cool. It's really. I really liked it. I thought it was cute.
But it's really fun because yeah, we had to play that moment a bunch of times to figure out how to get it to work.
Yeah.
And then the director had this great idea of like kind of shooting us between like we can't quite see each
I'm,
other.
I'm purposefully being cryptic about it because I want
I
everybody to see it and be
know.
like, ah, that's the thing.
No.
But it's really cute. It's one of my favorite. I mean, everybody's got to meet cute in these things, but it's probably one of my favorite ones that we've done, which is pretty cool.
Me too. Me too. I love that moment. That was actually one of my favorite scenes.
Okay, I got one.
Yeah.
So Anderson and Talia find themselves spending the holidays in a small village called Wonderbrook and get wrapped up in the town's Christmas spirit. What was it that excited us to be part of the story? I don't know, what excited you to be part of the story?
Well, this story is so creative. It's like the way that the writer took five people and intertwined their emotional journeys all to reach one point.
Yeah.
And then all the little magical elements that are revealed only later on in the story. You're kind of going along for this ride and you're like wondering how it all got pieced together. And then the big reveal, it's just so cool to kind of at the end to see what it was that you just watched and be able to
Yeah.
put it together. And I just thought the writer did such a great job of making such a unique creative story that I've never seen a story like this before.
Yeah.
And I knew like reading it that they were going to even be able to do more creative elements in post that I wouldn't even be able to see on the page. And so for us, it's a little surprise when we watch it on air night.
I've gotten to do two films for Hallmark that had what I thought to be kind of unique facets. I did one where there was a little bit of time travel, and
Yeah.
this one we got magic.
Yeah,
Which is
magic.
cool. This is my sign for magic. So it was it was pretty cool. I just liked that yeah,
Is this your
we got to
first
go.
magic?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's my first magic movie. I think, is it? Yeah. Well, time travel magic.
Well, you're very magical, I must say. When the
That's about
camera
it.
when camera goes on you, you have like angels fly out of your eyes.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Some people call it calm. Some people call it boring.
No, Ryan.
I'm kind of like right in between the two on
I-
the subject myself.
What'd you say?
I said I'm kind of somewhere between the two of myself on the subject.
No, it's not I've ever seen. Like, anyways, yeah. The next question, and like you've just got the coolest mix of so many elements. And okay, so here we go.
Okay, we digress.
What's that?
I said, oh God, we digress.
Yeah, I'm going to come back to that one. Our characters discover they are both facing career challenges. Anderson is figuring out the next steps in his residency, and Talia is trying to become a published author. How does the magic of Wonderbrook help them turn their struggles into strengths?
I'm actually going to have to modify that a little bit because I don't think it's Wonderbrook that helps Anderson directly. It's Wonderbrook that helps you, who in turn helps me. So you kind of become my guide, and we end up giving each other the same advice, about how to, you know, like follow your heart and follow your passion and to not give up. And of course there's going to be adversity, but so I don't know that it was the place. I think the place made us receptive. It took us away from the distractions of like everyday life, because you go nose blind to your problems after a while, you know.
Right.
You don't, you get so used to it, you just realize you don't see that there's a way out. And I think Wonderbrook gave us a little bubble to escape all of those distractions and focus on ourselves and to focus on helping each other. And I think that that's kind of how Anderson finds himself, is he wants to help you with your stuff. And in so doing, some of that advice resonates and you kind of send it back and we figure our stuff out.
Yeah, that's so interesting, because I would say the same thing about your character. Your character ends up helping my character find her way as well. But it's almost like the people who are running the inn, they did it purposely. They kind of knew when to push, like when to put little gems in our path that would help us.
Yeah.
And when to do things sort of in a sly way, depending on which character it was. And so between like using our strengths and weaknesses, almost sometimes.
There's a bunch of old sci-fi books that I used to read back in the day, but there's a line in one of them called "This is a stew stirred by an unseen hand."
Oh.
Which I thought was always kind of, ooh.
That's exactly what this is, though.
It's cool, and it really kind of like you see it and you feel it along the way, but it doesn't make sense until the end. There's the big
reveal.
Plot twist when you figure out like, oh no way, and then you understand that this all of our healing journeys, they all have an architect, and you'll get to meet them, which is cool.
Yeah, they were very, very clever. These people, they've been the people there. They've been. Oh, never mind. That's
yeah. Don't give it away. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. I got another one.
Yeah.
Lots of merry moments, from dressing up as Santa's elves to decorating holidays. I wasn't terribly fond of my costumes.
No, you were.
I love costumes.
And they're
but dressing up as Santa's elves to decorating holiday stockings. Do we have a favorite scene that we can't wait for the fans to see?
Oh, the one with Lindsey Stirling.
Yeah.
I mean that
was pretty wild.
Yeah, that blew my mind. Just take after.
I just want everybody that watches it to know that she basically did that whole scene on repeat for like 4 hours, mostly barefoot and standing on ice. So just saying, don't ever let anybody say that showbiz is all glitz and glamour. She put herself to the test that night for sure. But that was wild. We get to sit and watch this person do stuff that I'll never be able to do.
Yeah, no, it's incredible. And she kind of just changed. I mean, like night shoots can sometimes be hard. And then she came on and her music came on the loudspeaker. It changed everything. It was so beautiful and created an atmosphere that actually felt like we were living in a Hallmark movie.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
It was awesome. It was so beautiful. Yeah, so hands down, the scene with her was my favorite.
That one, and then the meet cute in this one.
Meet cute. Yeah.
It's pretty cute.
You're right. It's very cute.
I'm just saying. You'll see. They'll see.
I completely.
Everybody will see. It'll be cool.
Yeah, the two meet cutes. We kind of have a couple of them.
Yeah, we get a couple. I think the first one's my favorite though. Yeah. You'll see. The one with the obstacle. We'll just leave it like that.
Yeah. Breaking
through barriers.
Exactly. Yeah.
A little awkwardly.
Yeah, it was great. Okay. As our characters are reconnecting, they participate in Wonderbrook's festivities, including hot cocoa tasting and telling Christmas stories. Can we each share some of our favorite holiday traditions?
I get this all the time, and my answer is kind of always the same. We don't really have any like distinct holiday traditions in my household. Growing up, we kind of passed on physical presents, and instead we took trips. So that was kind of the thing. So birthdays were pretty light, and Christmas was pretty light. We would travel during the summer, so that was kind of the thing. So that's her thing. Not a lot. Again, it's more experiences over gifts.
Yeah, that's really nice. That's really nice. That's what you end up taking with you throughout your life, you know, like.
I mean, between my mom and my dad, that's what spawned a lifetime love of adventure and traveling and leaving. I'm happy I just moved, so I'm happy to have a kind of a place to drop anchor, but I love going out into the world and seeing stuff. I don't need much. Give me like a pair of shoes and a backpack. I'm good to go.
The fortunate wanderer.
Yes, sir, ma'am. Serve, man. Yes.
I'll
yes.
take her. Yep, I'm good with that.
Good work. We'll just say you're my boss. You are my boss. Sort of. I'm number 2.
You're up to 2? Is that what you said?
No. On all the things, I'm number 2. You're the boss.
Oh, no, I'm not the boss. You're clearly the boss.
No, I just walk around and make sure everybody's fed. And do you need some tea, or would you like a jacket? Or they don't see her feet in this shot, right? You probably don't have to wear the uncomfortable shoes. You can just do the thing. We'll just put you on a quarter apple, and you'll.
You really are the ultimate caretaker.
I just think about the little stuff. I'm a really good left brain person. I'm still working on.
No. You've got both going for you equally. And
I did melt a bunch of metal yesterday, and it was cool. And I poured it in some water, and it turned into this thing because it cools rapidly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I don't know. I have a bunch of weird things that look like metal flowers going down there. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. But there's an idea here. I know there is. I'm going to do something with it. Anyways.
You got a shop set up in your new house.
I'm digressing again. What's your favorite holiday tradition? If you have one.
Oh, yeah. So,
or if you don't, invent one.
I do have one. My Aunt Carol is basically like woman of Christmas. She's Miss Christmas really through and through. And every year she has a extended family reunion. So there's maybe like 75 people at this family reunion.
Good Lord.
It's big. Maybe some years. But no, hold on.
I don't even think I know 75 people on Earth.
Let me say 45.
At all.
45. She's
I don't even think I know 45. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, she's an entertainer. Like that's her thing. She loves to entertain. And so we'll all get in her basement, beautiful basement, and she breaks us all up into groups, right? So there's the adults and the kids and the teenagers, and she puts everyone in these 12 groups, and we sing the 12 Days of Christmas. And it's so funny to me throughout the years as you watch the kids and the family get older. And so you've got the kids who are so excited to be singing this song. And then to watch them go through the years of them becoming teenagers, now they're like so embarrassed that they have to sing this song. But I can tell there's a part of them that absolutely loves it. But it's always funny to me just to see the changes in the family and how everyone feels about having to sing the 12 Days of Christmas. We all sing terribly. It's bad.
I was just going to say, nobody wants me singing.
But it's always a good time. And for some reason, that's something I look forward to every year. Because it's just
like the 12 Days of Christmas goes punk.
Yeah, it does. It just, something always kind of goes wrong.
Okay, I got one. So this is the first time that we're starring in a Hallmark Christmas movie. This is the first time we're starring in a movie at all together. What are some fun behind the scenes stories that we can share?
You know, I have to say, like, what I love most about this one is just like getting to know you, because we have been sort of like orbiting each other's galaxy a long time, and I see you all the time at these events, and I've known you. And so to actually get to be put together with you and to see who you are has been so cool, because so here's the thing about Ryan that you have to know.
Oh boy.
Such a fierce protector. You will walk over hot coals and go to bat for like anyone you love, and you will do it better than anyone. And then you have this side of you too that like that's equally as present, that when you're like in front of the camera or you're with your girlfriend or something, like the most beautiful being comes shining through. And it's like I just said, like angels like come out of your eyes. And so it's so wonderful to see someone who has like you have really two strong personalities of someone who is a protector and then someone who's like the ultimate lover. And it's really beautiful. And I really loved getting to see all your different dimensions. Mm-hmm. So that's what I have to say about Ryan Paevey. So ladies, all the ladies out there that love you so much, just know like he is like the ultimate guy. So I just am lucky, and I like to take care of the people around me and make sure that they have what they need. Yeah, and you do.
Yeah, I don't know. I
remember this one day I was having a hard moment, and you were like, you just stepped right up and made me feel so much better instantly.
I got you. It's okay.
That's sweet.
Good.
Yeah, he's
We're
that
gonna
guy.
make it through. We're gonna make it. It's gonna be all right.
I got
You
you.
need some coffee? I can make that happen. I got a guy. It's
Like, do you
cool.
need another shot?
Yeah. We did have ice cream. That was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Ryan had the great idea of getting ice cream for the whole crew. What were they? They were like, it was like a donut ice cream.
There was a thing. They're called chimney cakes, and they make these puffed pastries, almost like really good cinnamon sugar donuts, but in a cone. You know. So and then
Yeah,
they put you can pick your ice cream and they do all the stuff and I don't know. It seemed like a nice thing to do. I think
you're,
everybody liked it.
everyone loved it because I was like, well, maybe a coffee truck. And Ryan's like, no, we can't do that. That's
You
too
can
boring. Does it?
we'll
So
do
he
something
came
cool.
up with so much better.
I got something. I got something. Well, and to go back to, it was kind of funny because we were orbiting for a long time, and I remember the last time I saw you, I was literally like, one of these days,
Yep.
the machine is it's gonna happen. You'll see. You'll watch. And then I think it was like a month later,
Yes.
I got the script and I got the email, and I was like, who's it? And I was like, ah, hey,
Yeah, I did the same.
it was cool.
Yeah,
It was super fun.
That we said that to each other, and then it was there. There it was. I saw your name, and I'm like, yes, let's do this. Yep. Magic, totally. Yeah. Okay. Other guests who found their way to this magical village are searching for connection this Christmas. How does Wonderbrook help everyone who visits?
I kind of want to go back to what I was saying before. I think that Wonderbrook creates this little bubble that we can go to. We're kind of summoned to this place because I mean I end up there through a series of like detour. You can definitely tell later on, stir stewed by a hidden hand. I didn't just like end up there. I was definitely kind of like diverted to this place, and I feel like we kind of all were because in this space you're free from all this other stuff throughout the whole thing. I mean, I talk about my work and stuff like that, but kind of nothing specific. You don't hear us complaining about any of the day to day or any of that stuff back home, the things that distract you and keep you kind of anesthetized to your problems, your real problems, not like, oh my God, I got a parking ticket or yada, 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 but like your real existential stuff that we came here to focus on.
Yeah.
So it gives us a place free of those distractions. But I think that works for the magic makers too, because they've got a few issues as well and we kind of represent a solution to some of their problems as well. Although that doesn't really become clear until like the very end,
You're right.
or close to the end. There's a little bit of allusion to it, shall we say? But even Paradise has problems.
Right.
So I think we all kind of help
each
each other figure our stuff out.
Yeah. Didn't think of it that way. Yeah, that's beautiful.
So because we help them too.
We
Not
do.
just everything's a two-way street. It's not just us.
Yeah, they need us in order to.
Yeah. Got a little never-ending story vibe going on here.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
We saved them from the nothing.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's very.
I don't know. I'm a nerd. I love that stuff. So all day long I was like, yeah.
Favorite movie growing up, wasn't it?
I loved that movie. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
It was great. I still have trauma from the swamps.
Oh, I know. I think we all did growing up.
I can still hear it in my head. Artax. I can still hear it.
We all can't get over that one.
That face. That was the beginnings of my traumas. Artax and swamps.
The first one. That's the one that set them off.
Yeah. Anyways, cool. So speaking of Lindsey Stirling, she's our special guest in this one. She performed one of her songs on the Night of Wonder, and we kind of talked about it a little bit, but we'll circle back about what it was like having her on set. And I mean it, she's great. She's beautiful. She's funny. And again, she did this number that you guys are going to see in the film over and over and over again for hours while we filmed it from like 50 billion different angles. And we had all sorts of stuff going on, basically barefoot and dancing on ice. I was watching guys shovel ice all over the place. And so, yeah, you want to talk about a performer. That's a performer.
She's like a little fairy princess that like just dropped in on our set and just.
It was wild. And it's crazy to see. She's like kind of a tiny human. So to see all of this come out of the little tiny.
Yeah, she's like a little pixie.
It was crazy. It was really wild, like spinning, dancing, flips and kicks and playing music at the same time and all this stuff. And I was like, I can't do either of those things individually. I think I would explode if I tried to do them at the same time. So cool. I'm gonna sit down over here and get out of the way.
Apparently, she didn't start dancing until she was like in her 20s. Maybe it was on
Yeah.
Dancing with the Stars is when she started, because she's so good. Like, to be able to dance like that, move like that while playing an instrument.
Yeah.
I can't believe she didn't grow up dancing. It was like mind.
It's wild. I can pluck around on the guitar for about 8 seconds consecutively, but no one can speak to me while I do it because my brain just can't handle it. Just don't have the computational power to multitask like that. So I was blown away. It was wild.
Yeah, she's amazing, incredible. I was so impressed. If we could have a Wonder Week filled with all of our favorite Christmas activities, what would our top 2 be? Good question.
That is a good question. I don't know. I mean, I grew up in Southern California. All of our Christmas activities don't sound very Christmassy, you know?
No.
I didn't get any snow. I lived in suburbia, so we were just kind of like stacked on top of each other all over the place. I didn't really get to do much, and my family's all over the place, so even the family wasn't around. So you might have to help me out with what Christmas activities are. What does one do on Christmas? Sledding sounds fun.
Yeah, tobogganing.
See?
You've never
got a new word.
Oh, yeah.
I went surfing for Christmas last year. It's like tobogganing, but in the ocean.
That's right, tobogganing on water. There you go.
Yes, and you stand. Although I suppose you could stand on a toboggan.
You
sounds
could.
Dangerous.
Like, really hurt yourself, you could. Yeah, for sure. But
this is PSA. I'm not advising anybody go get a toboggan and stand up and surf it down a hill. I just am. Sometimes things fly out of my face before my brain can catch them. But yeah,
Yes.
I don't know. That always sounded like fun, or like snowball fights.
yes. Yes.
You know, like a cute form of aggression.
Right. Get the good packing snow and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Snowmen. It's always fun to build.
Okay.
And I was thinking, like, maybe a Wonderbrook activity would be something like, what about like a chocolate dipped snowman?
Could be a thing.
Awesome.
I mean, we did some like hot cocoa and stuff like that. There's something about drinking something hot or eating something hot when you're outside and it's really cold. There's like a thing where you like huddle over it. That's like I don't know. I like that. I don't know that that's specific to Christmas for me, but we could throw some peppermint in there and
peppermint.
fancy it up a little bit.
Totally. Yeah, I just got my first bit of hot cocoa at Trader Joe's, the peppermint kind. I've never been a hot cocoa person, and I gotta say, I've been missing out. It's really a nice thing to drink at night.
I just bought like 10 bags of microwavable turkey meatballs from Trader Joe's, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's just as good. It's good.
It's great. It's great. It's warm. I think hovering over a bowl of meatballs is maybe not quite as adorable as hovering over a bowl of, or a cup of hot cocoa, but to each their own, right?
It's so festive. It's like little like Christmas ornaments. It's fine.
Hey, look, I like feeding people, so I am a people, so I'm going to call that. It's good. I'm hosting myself.
All right, and now we have a game of this or that.
Oh, man.
Okay, I bet you're going to be good at this game. Okay, so
We'll see.
Curl up and read a book or stroll around a Christmas market.
I'm going to go with Christmas market. I want to go outside.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I got one for you. Hot cocoa or eggnog?
Oh, my, hot cocoa.
Oh, man.
Let's talk about eggnog for a minute.
Okay, let's talk about eggnog for a minute.
We need to talk about eggnog for a minute.
It's a strange substance that just materializes for 2 months out of the year and then disappears into Wonderbrook? I don't know.
You're gonna slurp on an egg? Like there's like eggs are really is this what's happening?
Hey, look, I had a protein shake for breakfast that had 2 eggs in it, so
really?
Yeah.
Egg whites or egg yolks?
No, just the whole thing, just
raw. You're talking raw.
Yeah. Look, I watched a couple of movies that I was in, and I was getting a little softer on the middle. I got to button that up. So we're back on. I got a little home gym in the garage, like emphasis on little, but it's got a little corner over there, and we're back on like I don't know, maybe don't eat jalapeno chips so much.
That's always a good one. If you work out, don't do the chips. It's just you're gonna have to work out harder.
No, but they're good. It's a textural thing. Ask Andrew; he'll know the crunch. Yeah. Ask him about the crunch.
The crunch.
All the cool people know about the crunch.
You're talking about Andrew Walker?
Yeah.
What? Okay.
The only Andrew I know.
I'm gonna talk to him next time I see him.
Seriously, ask him or Cass about the crunch. It's a thing.
Really?
Oh, for sure.
I'm gonna corner him at the next event.
Literally, just walk up to him and say the crunch, and he'll know exactly. I mean it. No, no lead in, no warm up, no context, no nothing. He'll be like, "How did you know?"
I don't even say Ryan Paevey the crunch.
Nope.
I just say the crunch.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Cool.
Did you know?
But yes, eggnog is a very strange thing. But for some reason, I kind of like it. It reminds me of being a kid. I can remember seeing it in grocery stores when I was a little kid.
What's this? Are you talking about the chips?
No, the eggnog.
Oh, the eggnog. The eggnog. Yes.
Chips are everywhere, but eggnog is strange.
Okay. There are some eggnogs, I believe. I think they've omitted the egg. I think there are some they just call it
Just
eggnog,
nog?
but really it's just nog.
It's just nog
milk with sugar. I'll sign up for that any day. I'm weary about.
That's going to be an interesting. Like, how do you invite people? You guys want to come over for some nog?
Yeah, I'm in.
Like, that's such a weird. All right, I'm in. I'm down.
Okay.
Your turn or my turn?
Or attend a tree lighting.
I don't ever want to have my picture taken ever. So I will attend literally anything. We could set the tree on fire, and I will go and do that. But let's not do that because we like trees. We'll do some sparkly icicle lights or something like that with a finial d'arbre, a tree topper. As those who've watched some films that I've done in the past might recognize that one. But there's a thing that you put on the top. It's like a hat.
Yeah, it's a hat.
It's like a very fancy hat. Stay at a cozy inn or go to a lively city?
Oh, so this is like an introvert or extrovert question, right? So this really depends on the mood I'm in. I would say right now in this moment, I would choose a cozy inn.
Yes.
I would choose a cozy inn. But that's not, I don't also love the lively city, but I'm just like in the moment I'm feeling like.
I'm going to say about 90% of the time, I'm going with the inn. On rare occasion, going into town, you wear a nice coat. I'd like a beverage, maybe a steak.
Yeah.
That sounds great. But for the most part, I'm a cozy inn guy. That's the thing.
I would have thought you were the lively city guy. That's interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm the mountain man. I want to get out of Dodge.
Okay. I like that. All right, decorate Christmas cookies or holiday stockings?
Cookies. Can't eat a stocking. I mean, you could eat a stocking, but that would be gross.
That's exactly how I feel.
Cookies.
Yeah.
Because then you get the decoration part, which is fun. You get to be creative, but then you get to eat it.
Right. Yeah.
Which is cool. I like that.
The best part
listen to Christmas music or watch Christmas movies. I'm going to say something really controversial.
Go ahead.
Got to be movies, because if I hear Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas one more time.
Guys, I can never get enough of that song. I'm sorry.
Really?
I can't get enough of it.
Oh my God.
Forward to it every year. Every year.
You can have it. You can have it. You can have my allotment of it. I sign it over to you for forever.
In fact, I may have chosen that as my first song on the SiriusXM Countdown to Christmas on my list. And I was like, okay, I'm going to kick it off with this, and this either is going to deter people from listening to the rest of my like, please no, or they're going to be so excited.
Look, I would still listen to it because it was your curated playlist, and I'll listen to it. And honestly, I'm not going to be able to avoid it for forever. It's like Death and Taxes. We're modifying Death and Taxes, and Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas. It's a thing now.
Oh my, that's so funny because it's my favorite part of it. One of my favorite things about the season is that.
Oh God. Oh man.
So yeah, I really can't choose between the Christmas movies and the Christmas songs because I love them all. And the great thing is we have Christmas music inside Christmas music inside Christmas movies. So I get
that we made. So now we're getting another level of weird. So not only do you get to watch it, you get to be in it, and you get to watch yourself in it later on. And man, that's weird.
I just love it. Yeah.
It's kind of cool. So technically, all of the above, all those boxes got checked.
I want all of it. Yeah.
Well, cool.
All right, snowy Christmas or tropical Christmas?
Tropical Christmas.
Really?
Always.
Oh, that's how you grew up.
We could put a tree topper on a palm tree. It totally works. It's already got them. They call them coconuts.
I'm going to say snowy Christmas because I grew up in Toronto, and there's nothing more beautiful than when it snows on Christmas morning, and the snow is like fresh and clean and white and beautiful, and it's.
I have never gotten to experience that.
Oh, see, it will change your life. Like you've got the fire going, and then like the first snowfall happens on Christmas morning. There's seriously nothing more beautiful.
I don't know. I had a beach camping trip for Christmas one time, and we went surfing and came back and had a fire on the beach because sand's not flammable, and it was awesome.
That's cool too.
It was great.
That's
It was
cool.
great.
Yeah, it's a toss up.
I
Christmas
just
Eve,
want everybody to have whatever iteration of that they want. That's what I want them to have.
as long as
That's
your
I like
family.
palm trees. That's kind of my thing.
Yeah, I do too.
SoCal, man. I like warmer climates. I get cold. I'm getting older, man. I don't even see the thing. The thing. I get cold now. I have sweaters in every room,
Oh,
just in case I don't want to have to walk into another one to put on a sweater.
but you live in San Diego. When are you getting cold?
I have no idea, but my house is like cold, significantly colder inside than it is outside. I actually kind of like it though, because I sleep good when it's cold.
Yeah,
But then
yeah,
when I
yeah.
wake up, I don't want to get out of bed because it feels
Too cozy.
not welcoming outside of the bubble.
We're gonna get you
Oh.
like a Christmas blanket for your new house.
Right? Well, I got one more for you.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve, Christmas morning.
Christmas Eve for sure.
I was going to say Christmas Eve is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I have a hard time picking that one though, because like I'm kind of a giver by nature, and Christmas Day, I got all this stuff I got everybody, and I get to spoil them, and I get to see all this stuff. So that's kind of fun.
But
And
then
by
there's,
stuff, I mean maybe I got them a trip. I don't know.
is that what you did this year? Did you get somebody a trip?
I have purchased trips for people.
Nice. Good to be friends with you. My gosh.
I'm a good gift giver and
Ah.
good trip.
Oh,
Why
so
not?
we filmed in a candy store in
Yes.
this movie, and Ryan, I think you
Bought like 37 metric tons of candy.
Did you end up buying the $60 gummy bear? Because
Mhm.
this guy had so much candy to give to all the kids in his life that he loves so much. It was this giant bag. It was heavy.
Well, it's like, yeah, it was huge. It was a huge bag, and I remember like so it was a super cool, quaint little candy store that was run by this little old lady who I'm sure probably sells like one candy bar every 4 to 6 hours or something like that. And not to disparage their business at all, but then there comes this guy who shows up with like this, plops it down on the counter, and you could see her like kind of look at everything and be like,
And then she's got to tally it all up. But it was the most innovative candy. She's gone all around the world to collect this.
yeah, it was like all this crazy, weird, awesome
Design.
stuff, some of which I'd never eaten before.
Yeah. And you bought it
So-
for your favorite kids in your life.
Yeah, all my kidlets.
Yeah.
It was cool. And it wasn't just that it was candy, it was also like movie candy.
Right.
We took it out of the movie.
And it was like
So
shiny and beautiful. And yeah, it was really quite something.
it was a trip.
I'm just sad if that $60 gummy bear. It was a 5-pound gummy bear. I'm sad if that didn't. Was that not purchased?
I've
by-
had one before though.
Oh, you did?
I did, and you gotta like, how do you approach it? Because they're like a foot tall and they weigh like 10 pounds.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like
It's
getting your
insane.
mouth around a giant hamburger. It was like the size of a giant hamburger, just the head.
It's all about angles. You can't just go straight in. You gotta get a nibble on the side and then
Like
on
you-
the other side, and then
Here or something.
it's yeah,
Or it's
like
foot.
playing Tetris, sort of. If the Tetris thing is already filled and you're removing them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Tetris, that's a good one. It's a good
I
game.
like it.
Okay,
Anyways,
everybody. We just now need to remind everyone when they can
yes,
tune in.
I ran out of stuff. So, well, yeah, now we just got a movie.
Yeah, now we got a movie.
Yeah, well, so the movie, A Fabled Holiday, will air on Saturday, December 3rd at 8/7 Central on Hallmark Channel. And tweet along with the hashtag A Fabled Holiday. I'm going to try and tweet with you guys. I got to do a thing. I'm going to be in Chicago talking to a bunch of people. I don't know what that looks like just yet, but if I'm not out there actively doing a thing, I'm going to tweet. It's going to be cool. Brooke, you going to tweet? Maybe? I don't want to put you on the spot.
Well, if I get myself a Twitter account, I could
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, my God. Okay, so cool. It's a good time to address that. A lot of fake Twitter thingies out there, but maybe in the next 72 hours, you can, I don't know. I'll tweet for the both of us. How's that?
You could.
You can just text me things you want to say, and I'll just be like, Brooke says, hi.
I've just never done it. So then I'm like, is it really a risk to live tweet the first time that I've ever tweeted, or is this just?
I'll call you sometime between now and Saturday, and we'll talk about how all this stuff works. It's really easy. Super easy. Easy breezy.
Easy breezy. Yes.
Anyways, yes, Saturday, December 3rd, 8/7 Central. We got a movie. You should watch it. It'll be fun. Magic.
Thank you, everybody, for listening and tuning in.
See you in a bit.
Bye.